Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it's like surprisingly like 90 something.
oh, cool. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I guess like we could just start to talk about like what these EBMs are and stuff. But I mean, I see it as like less. It's less really like a class of models and more like a way of looking at probabilistic models. Just because like almost any like probabilistic model can be considered an energy based model if you just like take the log of the probability density function. Like for any model for any probabilistic model, there always is some energy function. Now you may not have any good parameterization of it or know what it is. Um, but yeah, some models are built are kind of based around that in the way they're designed, and some are less so. Um, but like so, if you go to like page 846, an equation, they talk about this like product of experts example and equation like 24.3. So it just says P1, or actually maybe better to start with like the previous page, which is just introducing it for people who hadn't seen it before. But like,
Really quick, where
so
do
it's
you?
really just this equation 24.1
Oh, let me see if I
is we're
have.
thinking of a distribution as e to the minus energy divided by some normalization factor is like kind of the definition of it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Anyone has any thoughts on that? Just like the broader idea of energy based models, like that definition kind of.
I am just curious as to. Okay, I think I just found it. I was wondering where the links to the actual books themselves were and not just the notebooks, but I think I found it maybe.
Oh yeah, let me like
Yes, and
pin
I
that.
also couldn't find it.
Yeah, 1 second. So I'm just gonna put that on the jumbotron real
Mhm.
quick.
Ah, perfect. Yeah.
Um, let's see. Okay, so here's the link.
And I think this is just the same also when like, there's a lot of this sort of free energy minimization and some concepts of neuroscience too. Like I think Carl Friston is a big,
Hmm.
I don't know if they're overlap exactly, or do you know anything about that?
Yeah, I mean, I
Or
think there
Carl?
is some overlap with like yeah, active inference, free energy principle kind of stuff. Actually, yeah, in the last paper I wrote was this paper, uh, thermodynamic Bayesian inference, and it was kind of based on using like energy based models to do Bayesian inference, which is something that has been well known, by the way. That wasn't like the new
Mm,
idea of the paper. The newer idea was like saying if we assume we have access to hardware that can do really efficient like multiply and accumulates basically, then you can actually get very good like asymptotic time complexity for Bayesian inference
mm.
using by kind of doing a like more analog implementation of like MCMC sampling basically, or really like Langevin dynamic sampling. But so yeah, actually I'm going on tomorrow. I'll be going on the stream with the Active Inference Institute, who some of those guys work there. So yeah, it'll be really interesting, I think,
Mm.
to see more of those connections. But yeah,
So, okay, I'm gonna give a shit take or demonstrate my deep misunderstanding somehow. I just, and I'll speak about it just as an intuition, but like when they sort of talk about free energy minimization and all of these things, I'm not gonna, what am I trying to say? It's like I feel as though there's something problematic with the fact that it just, or with my understanding that it's gonna find some, it's gonna end up at the bottom of a well at some point, and then